Few people there have got their
Hello to the Colombia January team. So great to see so many of you in the run up to Christmas. Thank you so much for making the effort. And we're recording this to send to those that can't make it. So all is good. The aim of today is to get you organized, to get expectations aligned, to get everything that, in your bag, and so that you feel you're going into Christmas knowing what is coming in store and you feel organized. My name is Millie Whitehead, and with Zoe, who I know you have communicated with, up until now. Zoe and I are responsible for getting this show on the road and for making this trip happen. So I'm going to run through several things today. We're going to run through your flights, your itinerary, your visas, your kit, health and safety, phones, Wi-Fi plugs, and all of that. Okay, so let's go through each phase and let me ramble on. And then after each phase, we'll have a Q&A. Okay, so by the end of it, I want you all to feel organized. That is the goal. Okay, dokes. So let me just get the spreadsheet up. Where's it gone? Come here. Right. So starting with your team, 17th January, 14 of you heading off to Colombia, which is fantastic. A great mix of boys and girls. I think it's actually, oh my God, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boys and the rest are girls? So brilliant. Even mix. It is one of our favorite programs because it is run by the gorgeous Brendan and his family, and it takes you completely off grid into off-grid places in this amazing country, which is not the easiest place to travel in. So it's really spectacular to do it with Brendan and all his contact, making this itinerary possible. So that's your 14 of you. The flights, let's just look at that. Okay, so you're leaving on the 16th with Avianca. Let me tell you, I've just flown with Avianca. Nice airline. Now, if you want to treat yourself, okay, just putting it out there, that the economy seats are absolutely fine, but you can upgrade to a premium seat. Now, this isn't like British Airways, which is going to kind of triple the cost. It literally just nudges you kind of further forward in the plane, and they are bigger seats. Just putting it out there. And it's not that much of a raise in cost, just saying. But yeah, Avianca, it is what it is, but it's really good. Bogota Airport, snazzy. Yeah, so you'll enjoy your transfer through there to get to a Bucaramanga. That's not how you pronounce it, but it's I can't pronounce it in any other way. But that is where you're connecting to. But Bogota Airport, fandaby dozy. You'll have fun there. Great shops, great cafes, easy. Great Wi-Fi. It works really, really well. So on your flight, oh God damn it, I've now lost the why does it do this? Oh, there we go. There we go. So all of you are flying on that flight that I can see, but we're still needing flights from Constance, Polly, Katie, Seb, Lorenzo, and Hugo. Could you get on with it, please?
I was actually looking, but I can't seem to have found. I don't think I've had an email from Trailfinders with the flight details, but it was booked. Oh, what, over a month ago? I think so, yeah. So yeah, so I need to give them a call and chase them up.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so yeah, could it, yeah. Do you have their reference, a reference number?
No, No,
Think.
no, I don't think no. The only things I've had from Trailfinders since are spam emails asking me to book holidays here, there, and everywhere.
Useful.
I know.
Right. Get on to Trailfinders.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me
So
know if I can help.
can I just also update you? So Lorenzo is already in Colombia. He's there. And his ticket. I emailed with Zoe. We're just getting then the Bogota Bucaramanga ticket for him, and she gave me the flight number, and so we got that. So he will meet the group in Bogota.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll update that. Zoe has got the flu, so she hasn't been here to update me on, on what's what. Okay, so I will do that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the week that you go, we will send you an email with the link to this really annoying arrival card that you have to do for Colombia. It's a bit of a brain tickler. It's a bit of a pain, but it's got to be done. So we will send you the link, and you have to do it in the 72-hour slot before you go. So I'm not going to send it to you now because it'll just get lost in all the Christmas emails. But
So don't complete it the moment we receive it then. Wait until 3 days
wait.
before.
Correct. Okay. Brace yourself for it. It's a boring piece of admin. On arrival, you will get the stamp 90 days tourist visa for Colombia. Now, you need to enter Colombia proof of leaving Colombia. Okay. Please do not take that risk. So if you don't know where you're going to afterwards, you're to book an Avianca flight to anywhere in Central or South America. Just make sure you've got the flexi version. That's probably about $100 to fly from Cartagena to Ecuador, for example. And then you just change it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have to enter with proof of leaving. It's one of their things. And actually, it is just good practice for when you go traveling independently afterwards to have that rule in your head. Now, a lot of people do say, oh, she's so uptight. No, I can take the risk. Friends of mine have taken the risk. But I know too many people that have taken the risk and it's backfired. So it's just a heads up. Always have proof of leaving any country. Okay? So that's your flight and that's your visa. You're all going to end up in Bucaramanga, and you're going to be picked up by Brendan and his team. Okay, you're going to then drive on the long drive. It's probably 2 to 3 hours, but it's a beautiful drive through the canyons, through the countryside, stopping off for lunch on the way. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and you will get to Barichara. Now, I can go through every single day of your itinerary, but I think I will just kind of bore you to death. So I'm just going to go kind of week by week of what the object of how it rolls, and not in this particular day you're going to go for a walk and do this. So, but I will send I will send the detailed itinerary to you in the next couple of days. Okay. So the first week, you're going to arrive on a Friday, the Saturday, the first weekend is downtime. Brendan will show you Barichara and everything that everything to see and to do. 20 minutes away from Barichara is a place called San Gil, which is the adventure capital of Colombia. Just putting it out there, team, that this is where you can paraglide, bungee jump, whitewater raft, you name it, you can do it. So depending on how you feel on that first weekend, you might think on the Sunday, ooh, let's go whitewater rafting or something. So it's really easy to do, but you've got jet lag, you've got, the kind of the hot and humidity to get used to. So you're just going to go with the flow. Okay. But week 1 is very much up and at it. Okay. The first week is all about the project work. So in this week, you're going to experience the reforestation and the working in the schools. That's kind of, project work is key. The reforestation project work these are just kind of how it works in Colombia is Brendan and his gorgeous family are integral into community life. And it is a small community. And there's just all the projects are sponsored and run by the community, of which you are invited to hop in and support. So, for example, the Reforestation Project, that is run by the local fire brigade. I mean, who knew? But they have taken it upon themselves that they are going to reforest part of the community lands. And they do it religiously, but every month when a LEAP group comes, they literally bite your hand off and you are in charge. You are, set about to do the replanting of the saplings. And then now some of the trees are this big, and it's all kind of replanting, and they love getting you involved. But they especially like getting you involved because they want to improve their English. So it's not, there's no such thing as just digging a hole and planting a tree. No, they will be practicing their ABCs and their whole English with you. So be ready for that. In addition, there are lots of rural schools in this area, some that have more than others. So the community have pinpointed the ones that you are going to be involved in. You're going to be giving English lessons, playing with the sport, and really helping out. So that is what kind of week 1 is all about. But in amongst that, you are going to be going on kind of gorgeous hikes to explore the surrounding areas. You're going to meet the gorgeous people, and you're going to have suppers out where you're going to be invited by all the locals to kind of local card games and, real community life. Okay, you're living in the heart of Barichara, which is one of those it is a whitewashed, UNESCO voted gorgeous traditional Colombian town. So you are right in amongst it. Okay. Any questions on week 1? General vibe? Okay.
No.
Week 2, you do a little bit more reforestation, and we're kind of getting your fitness levels up on week 2. So this is kind of more adventurous. So yes, you're going to revisit the reforestation. You're also going to go out of town to visit one of Brendan's great friends who runs a coffee plantation to see how that is run. Ancient and modern traditions all kind of mushed in. And you're also going to go on the canyon trek. Now it's tough. You've got to brace yourself. Okay. When I sent my son and his friends to do this, they did find it tough. They did thank me at the end that they really enjoyed it. So this part of Colombia is all about the big canyons, big, massive mountains and canyons are just absolutely glorious. So one of the treks is you're going to go across the top and you're going to go down into the depths of the canyon, and you're going to sleep in hammocks on the kind of riverside. Everyone absolutely loves it. It's kind of easy peasy going down, and the kind of fun, kind of fishing and chilling in the evening. The next day, you've got to climb out. Okay. It's hot and it's sweaty. Everyone does it, but it's that real sense of, we did this. Okay. So this is a kind of challenging moment, but it's really rewarding. But it's also setting you up ready so that you know that you've got it in you for week 4 when you do the Lost City trek. Okay. So that there's kind of purpose to our madness and to the structure of the itinerary. So that is what kind of week 2 is all about. It's about doing a little bit more project work, but also getting, starting the kind of physical side of the adventure. Okay. All good. And again, the weekend that you've had between week 1 and 2 is free time to go and explore. And a lot of people just hang out and go back to Sangil. Okay. All good? Right.
Yeah.
Now you've got week 3. At the end of week 2, you'll be catching the bus, which is going to take you, the overnight bus, all the way down. Well, actually down, it's not. It is, from altitude going down, but you're going north to the Caribbean coast. Okay. So you're going to go on this overnight bus and you're going to kind of end up in Santa Marta. Okay. That's your kind of exit point. So now you've got 2 weeks, which are going to be at the exploring the Torona National Park, and all along the top coastline of Colombia. So different environment, okay? San Gil and Barichara, it's in the mountains. Now you're at the Caribbean and it's hot, jungly, steamy, okay? So brace yourself for this. You'll get off the bus and think, Jesus Christ, okay, right, this is like, whoo, this is hot, okay? So while you're here in these 2 weeks, you're going to be based at Palomino in a really nice hostel there. And from there, while you're there, you're going to have time to explore, going down, kind of tubing along the river, having kind of adventures, but also you're going to be working at a local school that Brendan supports there, teaching and doing the sport again. And you'll see there is a big difference between the community-run schools, which are really supported by the community, versus the school that you're going to meet, which really has very, very little. So you'll see the contrast. So this is another one of Brendan's projects. You'll get involved with that. And then you're going to go on your 4-day Lost City trek. Okay. Now, this is the big challenge of the trip, but my God, this is going to be amazing. Okay. Very few people do this. I've just come back from doing the Machu Picchu trek that we organize, and it is tough. So it will require kind of grit and digging deep, but the thrill of achieving something like this is really exciting. So do not think, oh my God, it sounds like kind of Gold D. It's not. Okay, this is exciting. You're going to be going for 4 days. You're going to be trekking for about 5 to 6 hours a day. Okay, up, gentle. Times are steep, but more kind of gentle and up, going through different stages of the kind of jungle canopy. So you're going to see as the environment will change. You're going to be having your showers. You're going to be cooling off in rivers. You're going to be sleeping in hammocks and in little huts. You know, it's a proper adventure. And then eventually on day 3, you get up to the Lost City, you stay there close, and then you come down the next day, back down to Santa Marta. Okay. Everything will be carried for you. You just need to carry your day rucksack, but we'll come back to the kit afterwards. But you've got mules carrying all your paraphernalia. So you feel like you're on a proper expedition. So it will be really exciting. And when you get to the top, everything is worth it. Actually, when you get down to the bottom, you have a nice shower and a bed. That's when everyone thinks, oh, that was worth it. But it is, very few people do this. When they go traveling to Colombia, they're like, oh no, it's too expensive. Oh God, no, I can't be bothered. But to actually do it really is something to put on your CV, let me tell you. Okay, after that, you're going to then have time at the beach, and you're going to tootle down to Cartagena for the last 48 hours, where you can explore Cartagena, and it's, going to have optional time to go off on one of the boats. And then program ends. Adventure over. Okay, so how does that sound? Full of contrast, full of adventures, full of contribution, and really good culture. So you've got it all wrapped up into this 4 weeks. Okay, any thoughts, questions on the itinerary and what it includes? No?
No. Sounds very Indiana Jones towards the end.
It is.
Do we have to be on the lookout for locals with poison darts and golden idols and things like that?
Yeah. When you get to the Lost City, it does have that element. You suddenly kind of appear, and yes. But I know it's I probably I've used words like expedition, which kind of can make you kind of your heart sink. But actually, it is a proper team adventure. You'll love it. And everybody has achieved it. Since COVID, since we've been running this program, everybody has done that Lost City trek. So it's completely achievable. Okay. You might whinge halfway through. You might, but you do it. Okay. So all good.
For a
Right.
lot of the time that they're out, the 4 weeks are out there, I'm assuming there's going to be large periods of time where there's no mobile phone connection.
I'm coming to that's next
Okay,
on my list.
righto.
The
Okay.
phone, okay, and Wi-Fi. One thing, okay, I'm going to actually start with the money. Okay, so the to get the local currency out, I would just use the ATM when you get to Barichara or the airport at Bucaramanga. Don't stress about it at Bogota Airport, even though you can. Just wait till you get the other end. Okay, but good practice is to travel with $100 cash on you. That's just good travel practice. You don't need to spend it. It's just good as a backup. Okay. Use the ATM, but take 2 bank cards. I don't want everyone thinking, that they're going to rely on Apple Pay and all that clever nonsense. No, you're not. I want 2 old-fashioned bank cards, a Revolut, Starling, Monzo style card, and your debit card, just in case you lose one. Okay, and this is the same with the telephone. You're to take 2 telephones, your all swinging and dancing telephone and a backup phone. I know most houses have a backup phone kicking around in a kitchen drawer. Just sling it into your rucksack. The reason being, if you get your phone nicked or lose a card or get your bag nicked, all of that, you've got backup back at home, because there is no post to Colombia. Do not think you can FedEx a brand spanking new phone out to Colombia. Won't get there. Okay? So you just got to be organized and take it all. When you're there, Brendan, on arrival, will take you to get a local SIM card. You can work that however you want. If you've got 2 phones, put the local SIM card in one, or but it's so easy, so cheap to buy a local SIM card and easy to apply. The Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi in phase 1 is when you're in Barichara, it is okay. Okay, it's okay. It's okay to WhatsApp, but it's not okay to start downloading videos. Okay, so just be mindful of that. If you think actually my downtime is listening to an audiobook or watching a bit of Netflix or something
I was
like
going to say, does that mean they actually have to read for a
that. Golly,
change instead
wouldn't
of
that be
watching?
nice?
Uh-huh.
Or just put your phone down. One or the other, but it is sketchy. Parents, brace yourself. No news is good news. Actually, the less you hear from them, the better time they're having. They're more mindful and in the moment. If anything was to go wrong, you would hear about it from us, hopefully first. And the kind of the chemists, the kind of hospitals, the infrastructure in Colombia is pretty good. So I wouldn't start worrying about any, if there was a broken leg, tonsillitis, dengue fever, any of those things we've seen a million times, and the guys, Brendan and his team, know exactly where to go and what to do. And they're all Spanish, English speaking, so the communication is pretty slick. Okay, so we would keep you posted. So talking about ailments and your first aid bag. Okay, the typical ailments that people get are due to dehydration, and dehydration is properly serious, and it's my biggest bugbear. Okay, it can make you feel headachy, it can make you feel fluey, it can make you feel really, really out of sorts, and it is dangerous. So we want to avoid that at all. We want to just do not want you to get dehydrated. So that means you are drinking masses of water throughout the day, and you are packing rehydration salts into your first aid kit. Okay, which you get. I wish I had a tube. It's so silly. I should have one on my desk. I'm not talking about those dialytes. No one likes those. They're disgusting. But from Holland Barrett, from any supermarket, they come in a tube, tall, skinny tube called Vorst or Boost. You literally drop one, different flavors into your water morning and night. And that really makes the biggest difference, especially in the beginning when you're getting used to the climate and you're getting used to and getting over jet lag. Okay, that's my biggest bugbear. My second biggest bugbear are cuts and mosquito bites, especially when you're at the coast. A simple mosquito bite that you ignore and decide to have a really good scratch on can get infected really, really quickly. And in that tropical humidity, in that humid, getting into the warm sea, it can get infected just like that overnight. And again, that is a serious, serious thing that I've seen time and again. If you ignore it, it requires antibiotics. It can get the infection dug out. Don't do it. All mosquito bites, all nicks and cuts, look after it. Okay, that's my second bugbear. I think that's, yep, I don't have any more bugbears. Those are my main two. But if you get tonsillitis, if you get a sore throat, if you get a cold, a sick bug, diarrhea, all of that is very, very normal, okay, and easily dealt with. But the two things you can manage are dehydration and cuts. Back to your kit list. Everything on that kit list is there for a reason. So please don't think, oh, I don't need that. I mean, you really do need the head torch, okay? It's really essential. When it comes to shoes, okay, you are doing lots of these hikes. I personally, it's up to you, okay, whether you've been doing lots of hiking and you were a D of E Gold at school, who knows? You might have your favorite pair of leather walking boots sitting at home, which you're going to think, actually, they're going to do just the job. I'm taking those. Great. They will do just the job. If you've never hiked in your life and you're starting from scratch, the type of shoe that you need to manage all of this adventure coming forth is one of those hiking trainer. Hold on. Erin, what are those hiking trainers called officially? Are they called speed cross trainers? Yeah. They're called they're called speed cross trainers of a type, but they basically are a trainer with a very grippy sole. Okay, so you just need a little bit more grip for when you're walking on the shale. That's what you need to take. So in your bag, 3 pairs of shoes, a walk-esque style shoe, your nice shoe, which you're going to wear in the evenings, going out and about in, and a pair of Crocs sliders, those plastic Birkenstocks, brilliant. That's it. You don't need anything more than that. Okay, you need, actually, I'm not going into what you need. Look at the kit list. It's all on there. Okay.
How often do they get the chance to wash their clothes?
Throughout.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a laundry service in phase 1 when you're at Barichara, and I think it's kind of $5 a load. And then beyond that, you just nip down to the local laundrette. They're everywhere. Easy peasy.
Okay.
Okay. This, I'm going to put the link of this, is my new favorite item. I've just took this to Peru, and it's one of those extra large bum bags. Now, I know you could get these bum bags, they're really cheap from Uniqlo, but God, did I love it. And then this one is a really good brand by Moral. I'm going to send you the link. That I've navigated with them. I told them it was so good that they've given us a 25% discount, but it's super cool. Okay, it's comfortable to wear, big enough to put your water bottle in there. Highly recommend. I'll send you the link. And your main suitcase, make sure it's soft, no hard shell. Okay? Because the reason we don't want a hard shell is that it's really hard to strap on the top of a minibus. It's that simple. Okay?
Can I ask, do you prefer a soft suitcase or the actual big backpack?
Doesn't matter. Personal preference.
Okay.
I always take a big duffel bag that I just sling on a shoulder or drag along. Some people have, it's whatever you prefer to actually use.
Okay, thank you.
Probably not a helpful answer.
But so
Okay,
in the soft, sorry, just last thing, in the soft bag, if the bottom, so the bottom is hard, but the top is soft, is that okay?
that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Thanks.
fine. Just think, rule of thumb, is this going to be easy to strap on to the roof of a minibus or the back of a minibus, squishing in with other bags? That's the rule of thumb. That's the reason behind it. Okay, so I've nearly come to an end. The last thing I just want to talk about is team. Okay, yes, going with, you've all signed up with the Leap to go on this amazing program, which is the goal to get you off grid, to be challenged, meet amazing culture, and to contribute. Okay, lovely. In addition to that, what's really important to me is the team. Why you're doing this in a team. Okay, and the team is everything. It actually makes or breaks this experience for you all. Now, I know this personally, how it feels, because I take these midlife groups all around the world. I'm in my mid-50s, I arrive at Heathrow Airport, and I too get nervous, thinking, oh my God, who's going to be my friend? Okay, who's going to be my friend? I don't know anyone. Am I going to be able to do this? We all go into that kind of mither. So I want you all to just think, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Everybody else might be feeling this. If you're not feeling it and actually you're really confident and feeling like you've got this, then help in that first week in pulling those who might be struggling out, because the first week is the hardest. I'd say the first weekend is the hardest. Everyone's out of sorts. Everyone's trying to find their place in the team. And so it's look out, not in, look out and help each other to really bond. Okay, it's really, really important, especially in week 1. Okay, and it's within this team that you are going to achieve all these goals, all these challenges, and all this contribution, because you'll be divvying up, you'll be helping each other in the challenges. Some will be suffering more than others, and you will need to dig deep and pull that person up. And then the next day you might be suffering, they'll be pulling up. It is all about, this is, for me, absolutely essential to the make or break of the trip. And by the end of it, you are going to be a tight group. Okay. But you're going to be that tight group if you've looked after each other and thrown everything into it, okay, and gone for gold. At the same time, what we don't want is a team member to go rogue and be that arse, okay? What we don't want is that team member to go out every night and decide that it's a really good idea to drink 25 pints. I mean, at what point was that a good idea? And then to come back and just be really annoying and just kind of bait everybody in the hostel. That type of behavior is not teamwork, okay? Now, this is where I put my kind of disciplinary hat on. I hear every day how it's going, okay? And if I see every day the same person is being a bore, it's kind of the sinner of the day, you will get that email from me saying, do you remember this Zoom call? You are that person, okay? Wind your neck in, okay? Then if you're doing it again, you'll get you haven't wound your neck in, this is your final warning. And if you do it again, you're off, okay? So we are quite intolerant when it comes to really poor team behavior, because I've seen it in the beginning, I've seen it over the years, and you just got to nip it in the bud because it ruins the experience for others, okay? So teamwork, pulling all together, pull your weight, crack on, and you'll have a brilliant time. So that's it. That's it from me. Any questions from the little windows? No?
Is there any opportunity to maybe have a WhatsApp team for the guys going over?
Yes. Zoe will set that up literally just after Christmas.
Right.
So it's kind of too early to set it up now because it gets slightly out of control from our point of view.
Right.
because the questions you'll start asking questions over Christmas. So after Christmas, we will set that up.
Okay.
We are going to be closed from Monday into the Monday, okay, for that whole week of Christmas. So any questions, just hold fire, send us an email, and we will get back to you the Monday after Christmas. Okay?
Okay.
If it's urgent, send it to me, millie@theleap.co.uk, because I'm quite obsessive and I do look at my emails more than I should. Maybe not on Christmas Day. I'll try not to anyway. Okay? But other than that, you're going to have a fantastic experience. You're really lucky, really envious, and can't wait for your photos and to hear how you're getting on. Okay? So good luck, team, and happy Christmas to you all.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll wait on here. If anyone's got any private questions, you can stay on and then just private. Okay?
Thanks very much.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.